Every morning, your blood reaches its thickest, most concentrated state of the entire day. After 65, that window carries real consequences. It's when heart attacks and strokes are most likely to strike. But here's what almost no one talks about. 6 morning habits, each backed by peer-reviewed science, may be powerful enough to add decades of healthy, independent life. Not through medication, not through expensive interventions, through what you do before breakfast. It all begins with what's happening inside your body while you sleep. During 7 or 8 hours of sleep, the body naturally loses water through respiration and skin perspiration, with no fluid intake to replace it. This overnight fasting causes a modest rise in plasma osmolarity and hematocrit, which is the concentration of red blood cells in the blood. This shift makes the blood physically thicker. Research, including the Edinburgh Artery Study, has demonstrated that elevated whole blood viscosity increases the workload on the aging cardiovascular system and acts as a significant predictor of cardiovascular events. While it is not a direct cure, lowering this thickness through hydration is a key strategy for reducing the risk of morning heart attacks and strokes. Addressing this circulatory stress is a matter of deliberate morning timing. Drinking 16 ounces of room temperature water immediately after waking helps expand blood volume, diluting the concentrated cells and allowing circulation to flow more easily through aging blood vessels. Beyond the cardiovascular system, this early hydration supports the kidneys. Delivering a fresh supply of water increases renal perfusion, which helps the kidneys filter and clear the metabolic waste that built up overnight. To make this a seamless part of your morning, place a 16-ounce glass or bottle of water on your bedside table the night before. Upon waking, sit on the edge of the bed and drink the water slowly over 5 to 10 minutes. Room temperature water is gentler on an empty stomach and is easily absorbed by the digestive tract. While this 16-ounce target is a highly effective baseline, hydration must always be customized to your specific health profile. Older adults managing heart failure are often placed on strict fluid limits, sometimes restricted to 1.5 liters per day, to avoid fluid overload and pulmonary congestion. Similarly, individuals with advanced chronic kidney disease or those prone to hyponatremia, a low blood sodium level, frequently must limit their daily fluid intake to 800 milliliters or less. If you are on a fluid-restricted medical plan, it is vital to consult your clinician to safely tailor your morning hydration routine to your medical needs. At the base of the brain, just above the optic chiasm, sits a tiny cluster of about 20,000 neurons called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. This specialized structure serves as the body's master circadian pacemaker. When blue-rich photons from early morning sunlight enter the eyes, they stimulate specialized melanopsin-containing photoreceptors in the retina. These light-sensitive cells send immediate neural signals directly to the master clock, initiating a primary process known as circadian entrainment. This neural signal tells the brain that the biological day has officially begun, prompting the rapid suppression of melatonin, the hormone responsible for drowsiness. Simultaneously, this early light exposure helps coordinate the morning cortisol awakening response, triggering a natural rise in cortisol that peaks about 30 to 45 minutes after waking. Instead of causing harmful stress, this natural hormone surge acts as an important wake-up call, raising blood pressure slightly, increasing alertness, and preparing the cardiovascular system and metabolic pathways for physical activity. By establishing a sharp, clear boundary between night and day within the first hour of rising, morning light exposure anchors the entire 24-hour sleep-wake cycle. This master synchronization has clear downstream benefits, directly improving sleep efficiency at night and stabilizing metabolic regulation, both of which often decline with age. Separately, chronobiology research indicates a link between circadian alignment and cellular longevity. While direct, large-scale clinical trials in seniors are still ongoing, observational data show that community-dwelling older adults with regular morning outdoor light exposure exhibit longer leukocyte telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that serve as a biomarker of biological age. Circadian alignment appears to mitigate systemic oxidative stress, creating a more favorable cellular environment that may help preserve these genetic end caps over time. To put this science into practice, target 10 to 30 minutes of outdoor light within the first hour of waking. On an overcast day, outdoor light still provides around 1,000 lux of intensity, which is far more effective for the brain's receptors than typical indoor bulbs. If you live in northern latitudes with low winter light, sitting near a brightly lit window or using a specialized 10,000 lux lightbox for 20 minutes can achieve a similar effect. Always practice safety by avoiding looking directly at the sun, and consult your clinician or ophthalmologist if you have pre-existing ocular conditions such as glaucoma or macular degeneration. During the hours of overnight sleep, the body enters a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue to supply vital organs with amino acids. For older adults, stopping this breakdown requires a much stronger nutritional signal than it does for younger individuals. This physiological shift, known as anabolic resistance, means that aging muscles become less sensitive to smaller amounts of protein. To overcome this resistance and trigger muscle protein synthesis, the body's natural process for repairing and rebuilding muscle, older tissues require a concentrated dose of amino acids, particularly one called leucine. Think of leucine as a molecular key that turns on the muscle-building machinery. If the level of leucine in a meal falls below a specific threshold, typically around 2.5 grams, the muscle rebuilding process does not start. To reach this chemical trigger, research suggests aiming for a target of 30 grams of high-quality protein within 90 minutes of waking. Meeting this threshold consistently helps protect against sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that often accelerates after age 65, while also providing the structural raw materials needed to support bone mineral density over time. Reaching this 30-gram target does not require complicated recipes or expensive supplements. Simple, accessible kitchen staples are highly effective. For example, 3 large eggs provide about 18 grams of protein. Pairing them with a cup of Greek yogurt, which naturally contains around 15 to 20 grams of protein, easily surpasses the morning threshold. This combination provides a complete array of essential amino acids and the necessary leucine load to stimulate your repair systems. While this protein target is highly beneficial for skeletal longevity, it must be modified for certain medical conditions. Consuming a concentrated protein load increases glomerular filtration pressure, which can strain compromised kidneys. For those managing stage 3 to 5 chronic kidney disease, standard clinical guidelines often limit daily protein intake to 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. If you have a history of renal impairment, it is essential to consult your clinician before increasing your daily protein intake to ensure your morning meals align safely with your kidney health. Physical independence relies on a silent, ongoing partnership between the brain and the musculoskeletal system. Every morning, as you transition from lying down to standing upright, your nervous system begins a complex mapping process known as proprioception. Proprioception is your body's subconscious awareness of where its limbs are positioned in space. As we age, the sensory receptors and nerve signals that transmit this positioning data to the brain can gradually slow down, increasing the likelihood of missteps and accidental trips. Challenging this system daily through a simple single-leg stance provides an active form of balance and brain training. When you stand on one leg, your brain must rapidly integrate sensory feedback from your feet, ankles, eyes, and inner ear, constantly reorganizing neural pathways to keep you upright. This process engages neuroplasticity, the brain's natural ability to adapt and build new neural networks. This physical challenge also supports the activity of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a supportive protein that aids in the growth, maintenance, and survival of neurons. Over time, regular balance work strengthens these pathways, leading to an evidence-backed reduction in dangerous falls while helping protect your overall cognitive health. To safely establish this habit, always prioritize stability and use a support-first approach. Stand directly next to a sturdy kitchen chair, a wall, or a solid countertop, placing one hand firmly on the surface for immediate safety. Lift your left foot slightly off the floor, keeping your standing leg strong but not locked. Aim to hold this position for 30 seconds, using the nearby support as much as necessary. Lower your foot, switch sides, and repeat the process on your right leg to achieve a total daily target of 60 seconds. As your stability naturally improves over weeks of practice, you can introduce progressions, such as lightly touching the support with only one finger, or hovering your hand an inch above the surface. If you ever feel unbalanced, immediately place your foot back on the floor and grip the support. The ultimate goal is to maintain long-term independence rather than athletic performance. By dedicating just 1 minute each morning to this simple challenge, you actively reinforce the fundamental physical pathways that keep you upright and mobile. The autonomic nervous system quietly regulates involuntary bodily functions, balancing between the sympathetic drive, which prepares the body for action, and the parasympathetic division, which supports rest and recovery. As we age, maintaining a healthy balance between these two systems becomes vital for physical resilience. While not a miracle cure, structured breathing exercises offer a direct, non-pharmacological pathway to help regulate this autonomic balance. Specifically, a paced breathing pattern known as the 4-7-8 technique acts as a natural brake on your nervous system. This structured rhythm involves inhaling quietly through the nose for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling slowly through the mouth for 8 seconds. The prolonged exhalation is key. It stimulates the vagus nerve, the primary highway of the parasympathetic nervous system. When the vagus nerve is activated, it sends signals to lower heart rate and reduce blood pressure, systematically dampening sympathetic activity. This shift from a state of alertness to one of calm helps establish a repair-friendly physiology, supporting the body's natural cellular maintenance and recovery pathways. Before trying this routine, it is essential to consider safety. If you manage severe cardiac arrhythmias, asthma, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, prolonged breath holds may not be appropriate, and you should consult your clinician before participating. Additionally, if you feel dizzy or lightheaded at any point during the practice, immediately stop and return to your natural breathing pattern. To practice this comfortably, sit upright in a supportive chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Place the tip of your tongue against the tissue just behind your upper front teeth, keeping it there throughout the exercise. First, exhale completely through your mouth, making a gentle whooshing sound. Now close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose for a silent count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, gently hold your breath for a count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally, exhale completely through your mouth, making that same whooshing sound for a slow count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeating this cycle for 4 rounds each morning provides an unhurried, cost-free way to transition your nervous system into a state of steady calm. The physiological benefits of your morning habits are driven by a deeper, often overlooked force: your own perspective on aging. How you view your future shapes the physical choices you make today. Longitudinal research, including observational studies affiliated with Harvard University, suggests that holding a positive attitude toward growing older is linked to improved physical outcomes and a longer lifespan. These studies indicate that optimistic expectations about the future encourage people to adopt healthier everyday habits, seek preventive care, and maintain a higher level of daily activity. This behavioral connection produces concrete physical results. When older adults maintain positive expectations, they consistently experience better mobility, steadier mood regulation, and more favorable clinical biomarkers, such as lower systemic inflammation and more stable cardiovascular responses to daily stress. Rather than viewing the human body as a machine destined for rapid, unavoidable breakdown, researchers encourage adopting a design-focused perspective. While the concept of a body built to live 100 years is an aspirational standard rather than a biological guarantee, it serves as a powerful mental model for healthy aging. This centenarian blueprint shows that healthy aging is about consistency, showing that small, low-stress habits work in harmony with your natural systems over time. This shift in thinking changes how you approach your mornings. Seniors who embrace this perspective often report real-life benefits that make these habits believable. They describe waking up with more physical energy, enjoying steadier balance during daily tasks, and seeing positive shifts in their routine medical lab results. These everyday improvements serve as practical proof of what is possible. Choosing to adopt even one of these daily routines tomorrow morning is an active decision to preserve your physical independence. This proactive approach does not replace physical habits like hydration, nutrition, or mobility work. Instead, it determines whether those supportive actions are repeated. Consistency is the true bridge between biological potential and daily vitality. By matching your daily actions with the belief that your future can be active and independent, you reinforce the biological pathways that sustain life. To support your goal of a longer, healthier life, subscribe to our channel for more science-based morning routines. Aging is no longer a path of passive surrender. Every morning presents a fresh choice to claim your independence and shape your own longevity. The future of your health is not written by the calendar, but built through the small, deliberate actions you take before the day even begins. To join us for more science-backed guides on healthy aging, subscribe today.